Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earl Spence Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV, and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. This one here is on 3 big dogs in this fight game. We got Earl the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC and IBF Unified World Champion. We have Terance Crawford, the 3-division world champion, former undisputed and the current WBO welterweight world champion. And we have Kell Brook, the former IBF welterweight world champion. And we all know Kell Brook, he came out, he faced Terance Crawford, and he faced Earl the True Spence Jr. But he has came out and he has spoke his truth. Right? This is his truth that y'all can see, man. Kell Brook said, they say, well, these are Brook words. They say Brook hasn't been as motivated since he fought with Earl the True Spence Jr. This means everything to Brook. They are seeing a different side to him. We will see the best of both guys. They are taking it extremely seriously. They will train on Christmas Day. So, Kell Brook has came out and he spoke to these people, right? Saying he haven't been dismotivated since Earl the True Spence Jr. Do y'all know what that means? Do y'all really understand what Kell Brook is saying, fam? Right? People are talking about, oh, you know, Kell Brook, he was in the best shape of his life when he fought Terance Crawford, this, that, and that, and this. But this man has came out his own mouth. And this is what he's saying, that, you know, he did not take Terance Crawford serious. He didn't. Earl Spence was the toughest fight of his career, and that's the fight that he went out there and gave it his all for. He gave it his all for, right? And this just not Money Brown saying this, bro, so I don't want people to go out there and talk about, man, you just kept it. Listen, I told people this plenty of times, bro. When Kell Brook lost to this man right here, ESJ, when he lost to this king right here, you understand what I'm saying? He went into depressed mode, family. He got the drinking, you know, blowing up in weight. And he just couldn't fathom losing to this guy right here. This was to him, this was the biggest fight of his career. To him. It happened in Brahma Lane, in his country. He was the world champion. Earl Spence had all the hype behind him going over to the UK, right? The biggest fight of his career because he was the biggest headliner. You understand what I'm saying? And Earl Spence took his ass out. Earl Spence took him out. Broke his eye socket. Put him down twice. You feel me? We got to start keeping it real out here, y'all. We got to start keeping it real. Earl Spence is that guy. He is that guy. Now, Terance Crawford is a bad mother. I'm not taking nothing away from Bud. I'm not taking nothing away from him. You know? But we all know Kell Brook. He was at 154 for a while. And when he came down to 47 to fight Terance Crawford, you know, I mean, out his own mouth, you know, sort of similar to Showtime Sean Porter. He didn't put in his best work, bro. He didn't put in his best work. And I think they got caught up in the point of underestimating Terance Crawford and Terance Crawford's skill set and his physicality, right? By them being a bigger dude, they must thought they would just go run through Bud. So they feel like they didn't have to do as much work for Terance Crawford as they did for Earl the True Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? And this is no knock to Bud. This is not me to diminish Bud or none of that. But the facts are the facts. Kell Brook did not put in the hard work like he did for Earl the True Spence Jr. for Terance Crawford. He just didn't, bro. He just didn't. And I compare that to Showtime Sean Porter. Showtime Sean Porter did not put in the hard work that he put in for Earl the True Spence Jr. for Terance Crawford. And once again, that is not Bud's fault. It's not his fault. But these fighters don't look at Bud the same way they look at Earl Spence. You know what I mean? They look at Earl as that big dog, that big fish that if we beat him, we go get this recognition for. You know, they look at Bud as, you know, we finna go over Terance Crawford, we beat him, we gonna get some recognition, but they just feel like they over Bud for some reason. That's just how they feel. That's just how they feel. Kell Brook and Sean Porter, they just feel like they would just go run through that man. Right? And Bud showed they ass different. You know? Stopping Kell Brook and stopping Sean Porter. But at the end of the day, we can't take away from the narrative. We can't take away from what we see. And that they looked at Earl Spence as a tougher opponent than Terance Crawford, and they worked their ass off They worked their ass off to the max for Earl the True Spence Jr., and they didn't do that for Terance Bud Crawford. They wanted to be great on the night they fought Earl Spence. And I'm alluding to Sean Porter and Kell Brook. They wanted to be great on the night that they fought Earl the True Spence Jr. Because that's how much pressure and that's how much, of the spotlight that was on them going up against that king, bro. And it just shows you the power that Earl Spence has and that these fighters really want to go out there and defeat him because it's on a whole nother stage, man. It's on a whole nother stage. I'm just going to keep it real. When they look at Bud Crawford, Bud, his recognition ain't all the way up there. But his skill set is to be respected, bro. Bud is to be respected. But this just goes back to the people that try to shit on ESJ and things of that nature, try to make it as if, oh, he ain't all this and he ain't all that. Well, these dudes are coming out speaking their truth, bro. They're speaking their truth. And we got to respect what we see, bro. And we got to start putting these things in the spotlight to put things in a proper perspective so we can get ahead with the Earl Spence and the Terance Bud Crawford fight. You feel me? We got to, bro. We got to. Because these things, they speak volumes. To me, they speak volumes. And it just shows you the respect people have from one fighter over another. And not saying they didn't have no respect for Bud. It just shows you the proper respect they show EJ, bro. The proper respect they show EJ. And even Terance Bud Crawford. He's going to have to take his game to the next level for Earl Spence. He's going to have to get in there and train his ass off to be perfect on that night that he fight this man ESJ. And vice versa with ESJ. But the thing is, Earl Spence, he's not going to leave no stone unturned for Bud Crawford. And Bud Crawford's going to do way more than he did for Kell Brook and Sean Porter and Amir Khan and anybody he ever faced for Earl the True Spence Jr. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But this thing here just shows y'all the power of Earl Spence, man. It just shows y'all, like when them dudes get into the ring with him, they kind of look at him like a Floyd Mayweather. They kind of look at him like a Canelo Alvarez, to where they come on their motherfucking A game, baby. They come on their A game. You dig what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia came on his A game. Yes, he did. Showtime Sean Porter came on his A game. Yes, he did. Kell Brook came on his A game. Lamont Peterson came on his A game. Danny Garcia came on his A game. Chris Algieri tried to come on his A game. Linda Bundle tried to come on his A game. You understand what I'm saying? They tried to come on their A game against Earl Spence. And we all seen what that king did to him, bro. We seen it. You feel me? Earl is that fucking great. Earl is that great. When my guy's on his shit, when he's not joking around, like he said, no more hiccups, bro. Line them up. You feel me? EJ said, no more hiccups, bro. Line them up. Letting y'all know he's not bullshitting with nobody. He's a serious motherfucker inside that square circle. He's not leaving no stone unturned. And he's doing everything he has to do to be victorious and to make sure his hand raised to go out there and perform to his max, knowing that all his fans watching, knowing that all his haters watching, knowing that the world watching, right? You got to go make them statements, baby. You got to go make them statements, baby. And that's all EJ has been doing, is making statements. Coming off the court crash against Danny Garcia, made a statement. Was fit to fight Manny Pacquiao, was going to make a statement. Coming off the eye injury, fit to go in on Dennis Ugas, he's going to make a statement. After that, he's going in on returns T-Bud Crawford, and he's going to make a statement. You dig? Earl Spence will be the undisputed 147-pound champion. Understand what I'm saying? This is his goal. This is his dream. This is what he want to set out to do, bro. And he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Regardless of what all the Bud fanatics talking about. Oh, he don't want to fight. Oh, he's running from Terance Bud Crawford. He don't want to fight Bud Crawford. If so, he will be fighting him now. Like they forgot that Bud said he didn't want Earl Spence after the car crash. And Bud said he didn't want Earl Spence after the eye injury. Because if he beat him, he feel like he's not going to get no respect. And all he's going to get is excuses. Which I disagree with. Right? If a fighter signed a contract, you know what you're signing up for. Period with Money Brown TV. If you signed a contract, you know what you're signing up for. I don't want to hear, oh, I didn't have enough time to train. I don't want to hear, oh, I had an injury, this, that, and this. None of that. You feel me? Because you knew what situation you was in before you signed that contract. Now, say the excuses, bro. Save them. But at the end of the day, Earl the True Spence Jr., Terance T-Bud Crawford, they will get it on. They will get it on, bro. You feel me? And it's going to be one badass fight. It's going to be a classic. It might be so nice we got to see it twice. But y'all better listen to what Kell Brook is saying. Y'all better understand that what he's saying, it means a lot. Because after that fight with Terance Crawford, ESPN, they tried their best to get Kell Brook to try to say Terance Crawford was better than Errol Spence. And he just couldn't say it. He just couldn't say it. He was being politically correct because he didn't want to hurt ESPN feelings. But now he came out and he spoke the truth. Errol Spence Jr. was the man I prepared my best for. That's the man that I wanted to beat so bad over anybody. And he motivated me. He lit a fire up under my ass to go out there and don't leave no stone unturned. And I did that. And I brought that fight back home to Brahma Lane, baby. You understand what I'm saying? In my hometown. And I took the L. And it depressed me. And that boy went on to still become a king. You did? So just show love and show homage and put the proper respect where it belongs, man. For real, bro. This is no disrespect to Bud once again. But the fact of the matter is, Errol Spence light fire up on the fighters' asses and make them want to fight harder than ever before. And Terance Crawford don't do that with certain fighters. You know what I mean? He just don't do that with certain fighters. And this is no hate. You know what I mean? The facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. So when y'all boys get to talking all that weak ass shit like, oh man, you know, kid, I mean, Bud did this to Kell and Bud did this to Porter and Earl didn't do it. Just know Porter and Kell Brook did not train their ass off or going to the Terance Crawford fight the way they trained and prepared for the Errol Spence fight. You dig? Facts don't lie, man. Facts don't lie. Shouts out to Terance Crawford. Wish him nothing but the best. Get you another fight in. Get ready for ESJ. Shouts out to Kell Brook. I'm rooting for you against Amir Khan. Let's see if you pull it off. And most definitely, shouts out to the king, ES motherfucking J. Go out there, do your thing against your Dennis Ugas. Get it to that ring with Terance Crawford. Become the undisputed champion and move on to the 154-pound division, my brother. Until then, it's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. And everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, OG Money on Cash App. TreyHunters52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.